Staying away could lead you to a better perspective. Being detached will help you be better involved and get better results, whichever project you're working on, whichever life situations you're in. Sounds contradictory, but it works. Hey, beautiful soul, Anjana here, and welcome back to this community of like minded individuals who seek a life filled with love, joy, peace, and progress. I told you I'll be taking a short break, and I did take one. I also did some mental rejuvenation, a bit of strategizing, and I detached myself from the outcome of the space. As promised, I'm back here now because I love being here and I love sharing my life lessons with you. Since this video is about me coming back after a short break and a sense of detachment acquired within me, which I had to work on, I thought this video had to be about detachment and how it is beneficial for you. Let's begin. What is detachment? In all our Eastern philosophies, including Hinduism and Buddhism, detachment is easily compared and explained by a metaphor of lotus flower and lotus leaf. Hopefully this looks like a lotus flower and lotus leaf because that's how much my talent in drawing and painting goes. Almost zilch. So, the lotus flower emerges from muddy water and it is as majestic as any flower, as any nature's creation could be. And if you notice the lotus leaf, the water droplet rolls off, slides off without sticking to the leaf. So the philosophy says that we as human beings, as individuals, got to be immersing in our life like a lotus leaf and a flower and being experience all life's sorrows and joys, but not attached to the outcome. We can be in the world, but not of the world. It relates to all our incidents, all projects, all relationships, wherein we have to keep a sense of detachment from our expectations of an outcome. It's not always easy, and I know that, which is why only a few people can do this. A very less percentage of people can be in the situation where whatever life challenge comes, that they continue to be in peace and calm when there's chaos around them. So nothing epitomizes the art of detachment or detached attachment, if you want to call it that, like a lotus flower and leaf, because it is growing out of muddy water, blooming into a spectacular flower, and the leaf holds the water without attachment and it releases the water without attachment. So now you know about detachment. Let's understand how detachment works. I understand everyone will be able to accept a philosophy or go by it only when they would logically understand how it works in life. And here is how it works. Number 1, no anxiety equals productivity. When you are detached, you are automatically detaching from the outcome and you're not anymore anxious about what happens. This is the classic case of being away from something and then it comes to you. So we always say that happiness is like that. It's like a cat's tail. When the cat keeps chasing the tail, trying to catch it, but it will not. Only if it stays there, it will know that the tail is always there with it. So that's exactly how sometimes things work in life, where you realize the moment you're detached from it, you're not chasing it, you have no anxiety anymore, and you're work gets better, your productivity effectively increases. So that's one way it works. Secondly, positivity equals good energy equals the quantum field, I will explain, equals good result. When you are detached, you have no anxiety. Naturally, your degree of positivity is on the higher side. And when you are positive, your energy is better. You have a good energy around you. You're vibrating the best to the outer world, to the cosmos, I would say. And if you understand about quantum field, how everything is energy, how our thoughts are energy, it's not the Newtonian world, it's not the Newtonian law, it's the quantum law where everything is a wave, an energy. And what we see, what we perceive in our reality is the material, is the matter, the energy that is converting into matter. So when you are sending out good thoughts, good energy, that is automatically going into the quantum field and it mirrors back to you. So it's again another totally different philosophy of the mirror principle, where what you send out will be mirrored back to you. But here we'll consider this as the energy which we send into the quantum field, and it comes back as good results, which is the matter, the material that's here in front of your eyes that you can perceive. So when detachment gives you that, why keep attaching onto an outcome which you have no control over? Thirdly, do it all. And that equals not abandoning. There are naysayers who will keep saying detaching is about the easy way out. It's not being involved. It's the easiest way to get out of owning up to a result. But that's not true. Detachment is about doing everything possible under this world that you can to make sure you get the result out of anything that you're working on, which could be a project, which could be a relationship, which could be a life situation, which could be a job, which could be a creative work. So do everything possible, do it all that you can to get the best results, because you plan, you strategize, you take the action. But then you let go, you detach from the outcome. So essentially, it's not abandoning. It's about being supremely involved in your action, in your karma. And finally, troubles come, but you'll have your peace. You might have seen a few people, I don't know whether you have, but I have found many who, irrespective of the kind of challenges that they face in life, they have a very calm and peaceful demeanor, and they are able to go through it with grace. And this grace comes from that higher understanding of life, of the futility of going behind things that you cannot control. Life and death is not under our control. We can go to the moon and the Mars now maybe, but not stop death, not control life, control diseases. But yes, we can try our best to have a great lifestyle, do everything in the best way possible. But there are things that are not under our control. But we can work around it. We can use our energy the way we are working on right now. We can use our energy and our consciousness to bring the quantum, the field, the cosmos into that result. But for that, the detachment is absolutely necessary. I know it's a real paradox. I'm saying here that You can control certain situations in your life and you can bring about a result, but you have to detach from the outcome. That is from the people who have experienced this, from my own experience right now, what I'm doing. Because I understood I was completely attached to the outcome, to the result of what this channel was about, what each of my videos are about. But it's not under my damn control. I cannot decide who watches it. I cannot decide the mood of the person who watches this video at a point. I can study the algorithm, I can study the other channels, I can study the other content. That's about it. And then I can work on the best I can do in my limitations, within my limitations right now. This is a very small channel, so I have to work within my limitations to create quality, valuable content, information that will be contributing to you in some manner, and which is what I'm working on. So I realize that if I say something here, I have to add my signature into it. I have to add my philosophy into it. I have to create my own equations and based on my understanding and from my experiences and how it can make life easy for you. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I've learned. So I've worked on it. I'm working on it. But I'm detaching from the outcome because I have to do it. And that gives me a lot of peace, a lot of good energy to keep creating, and which made me arrive at the detachment equation. So I remove this now. I'm hoping this video quality is good so that I don't have to take it again, which means I'll have to write all this all over, which I do not want to. The detachment equation. Detachment equals do it all plus leave it all. As easy as it can ever be. I have created this equation for all of our ease of understanding because we need this at the top of our mind to recall anytime we want, whenever we face any life situation. Detachment equals do it all plus leave it all. Like I said before, it's not abandoning, but you're doing everything possible. You will do everything possible to plan, to take action. But once you've done all of it, you leave it all. Leave it doesn't mean you physically leave it or you're just not going to look into it again or you're not going to look at the result or not review. No, that's not what I mean, leave it all. What I mean is leave the attachment to the outcome of it all. You do not have to attach yourself to the outcome, but you can review, you can adjust, you can reassess, you can analyze. You can do all the work that is needed because that comes in your work part. All that rewiring, the reassessing part comes in your work part. That is a do it all. So, as easy as ever, detachment is all about doing it all and leaving it all. Wouldn't you remember that? And wouldn't that help you in difficult situations? So the Gita says, the Bhagavad Gita, I'll read out from the line from Bhagavad Gita about Bhagavan Krishna speaking about how human beings have to do their actions based on a lotus leaf theory. Quote, therefore, do thou always, without attachment, perform action which should be done, for by performing action without attachment, man reaches the supreme. Unquote. So God, Krishna says that here, the secret of karma yoga, karma is action. Karma yoga is to combine deep interest with perfect detachment. Do it all plus leave it all. deep interest, and perfect detachment. And that means you be ever active and at the same time feel inwardly that you're the non-doer and the non-enjoyer. That is, there's a supreme power that is doing it all. I hope you're able to make some sense of it. On that note, I'd like to say I'll be back with a lot more videos like this and content that I'm working on. Meanwhile, I'd like you to have a look at the other videos in this space. I would also love it if you go back and see that I want to take a break video, which is really funny the way it came out. It's just a 2-minute video which I randomly posted because I was going through that concern of that disappointment. But hey, I'm back. That's what matters. And I will tell you how I'm getting back, how I'm going through different situations in life, and how I'm finding my peace and happiness through all of it, which I believe will help you. So I'll see you again soon. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Please show your love with likes, comments, and help us grow together. I hope you'll do that. Thank you and peace.